Hey, listen, you sit down. No, don't go to the next video. Don't go to the next page. Don't even laugh right now. Seriously, I want you to sit down, listen. Just how the teachers tell you. Now, what I'm going to tell you is listening is so important, people. Listening is so important. If that wasn't the case, then why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth? See, I want you to listen to respond. I want you to listen to understand exactly what I'm saying. Now, what example I want to share with y'all today is this coin. Now, coin, regular quarter, coin in general. But there's 3 different sides of this coin that I don't think people realize. There's one side, heads. There's the middle, the present. And right here, tails. Past, present, future. Now I want y'all to give me that concept when I'm telling y'all this. Past, present, future. Now what I'm going with this is people are still living in the past. People are still living in the past, people. This life is a game. Life is a game, people. This world is a game. You just have to play to win. You just have to play to win. It's just that simple. But it's not the fact that people they plan to fail. People don't plan to fail at all. Nobody plan on failing. Who plan on failing? No. But what people fail is they fail to plan. They fail to plan, and they don't prepare for the future. All it is living in the moment. They just go along with the flow, just working, doing a regular normal thing, and they're not even realizing, why I'm doing what I'm doing. Never just open up to ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? So what I pretty much come to you to understand is success. Success is not about material things, not about the money. No, success is it's only count about you, baby. Success only requires you to not look at the window. You don't have to look at the window, but it requires for you to look in the mirror. Success only requires you to look in the mirror and find yourself, ask yourself, find your soul, and realize, do you really want to make it? Like, do you really believe in yourself? If you don't, I'll tell you right now, you will never get the things you want in life. You will never get the things in life. So what I want to break down to you is to talk about the past for a second. This past, this generational dark side that people just didn't really pay attention to, because if you can understand the past, you'll realize why you're in the situation you're in right now. And that's what people really fail to realize. It all started from when you was younger. Let's go back to when you was younger. You was brought up, very educated kid, playful, and you dream so big. And when you're talking to people, you're talking to your parents and just people out there, and you tell them what you want to be. You tell them what to do. I want to be this. I want to be so. You tell them all this great stuff, and they just tell you that no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. You're going to do this. You're going to go to school. You're going to do this, and they just put a lid on your dreams. They just put a lid on kids' dreams from the beginning, from when they even grow up. And that's why I don't like. And what I'm saying is, when you get older, as you get older, your dreams start to dimmer. You start getting to the real world where people tell you to do, go to school, go to college, get good grades, go to school, get a good education. That's how you make it in life. Get an education. Then after that, you find a good, safe, secure job. And then you plan for retirement, 401k plans, pensions, and everything like that. And then after that, have kids and then live below your means, live a regular life. What's after that? What's after that? That's what I'm coming here to talk to you about, people. I think people don't really realize what's that next, that gap in life. Life is our greatest teacher. It's our greatest teacher, people. It's going to teach you a lot, I'll tell you right now. School would not teach you what we're going to teach you. What I'm going to teach you, you will not get this in school. I went to college. I understand exactly what you're going for. They teach you, very specific things, read, write. They teach you the things you need to know, and I won't lie to that. And they will teach you the professional things you need to know in order to get in that profession you want to. Certain requirements. People want to be a doctor, want to be a lawyer, want to be a specialist. It's going to be these type of specific things, and you need these education requirements. Now, here's the test, though. They don't teach you the right education. There's 3 different types of education, people. It's academic, professional, and financial education. This is what people fail to realize. They don't take the time to seriously understand where this is going. How do I get out of debt? How do I increase income? How do I make money? Not just work for it. And it all comes down to our upbringing, how we were brought up. Our generation, we never really realized, never asked ourselves, why are we doing the things we're doing? When you start asking questions, that's when stuff started really happening. You start learning. But at the same time, people feel like when they ask questions, that's when you get the top blocked off. That's when people, when you talk too much, you start asking stuff, and people start to realize, you start waking up, you're knowing what you're talking about. That's when stuff starts getting really weird to you. And you start having conversations with yourself. You start being more conscious and aware of what's going on in the world. You know, I spend a lot of time reading and studying, and then I actually play games or watch videos. You know, there's people out there, they so focused on watching the Empire, watching reality shows, but in realize, you know, I don't watch no TV hardly at all. I read more. I'm on the computer, I'm studying more, I'm writing stuff. I'm focusing on my future. A lot of people focus, they focus on reality shows. They focus on Empire instead of fucking figuring out how to build them an empire. You know, they're not talking about these things. How can we get to the next level? How can we get to that, you know, that to help our family out? They're not really thinking about it. They're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about how to make it. You know, I'm up here, we scared about what's gonna happen if we don't make it. If we don't actually get that successful that we wanna be, what's gonna happen? People wanna die, people wanna starve. Like, somebody in your family have to step up. I'm telling you right now, somebody in your family stepping up. They have to. You watching us, why not you? Why not you? If you don't have the guts, hey, go tell the next person to. But I'm telling you to fail to realize, people, if you don't stand up, if one person at least don't stand up in your family to pretty much break this poverty, generational, institutionalized, you know, mindset, this whole, like, you know, work hard, you know, go to school, get a safe, secure job, you know, pension, retire, have kids, living on your means, save. If they don't break that right there, cycle in your mind, that prison mind, if they don't break that box, I'm telling you right now, it's a whole different side of the world. I was in your same position, working hard, you know, juggling over bills, job, just over broke. I was getting tired of that, people, getting fired, you know, barely making ends meet. I don't know how long you've been like going through this in life. That mean it's so hard to just make it. You know, and then we get a new government in the house. You know, I'm a black person. We get a new black government, and people think we hit the freaking lottery ticket. Like, okay, we made it, people. Yes, people are still barely making it. That doesn't mean nothing. People are relying, they're depending on the government, they're depending on people. Like, stop working for everybody. People, when are you gonna start to build something yourself? When you start owning something, you don't realize that the rich, I mean, the game was written by the rich for the rich. So why not get in there? Get into the game. I mean, people get all, they get all negative and stuff towards wealthy and rich people when they say these certain things. But guess what? You wouldn't be working where you at right now if it wasn't for them. The government will reward people like us. They reward entrepreneurs. They reward business people. That's why we get tax advantage. That's why, because why? We creating jobs for people. They created jobs for you. You wouldn't be here where you are. That's why they reward people like this. They need people like this. It's people and money that build this economy, people. You're just not playing the game to win. I mean, it's just that you're not trying to, but you just don't know what you don't know, and that's what's hurting you. And that's why people like me, I'm really trying to get out to y'all to wake the U.S. up. Let you know what's really going on. You take this thing back from history. The most important dates I really want to stand out to y'all is like 1913. 1913 was when income tax, but that's when taxes came. You know, that's when they started 16th Amendment. They start taxing people on what they earn, you know, what they make. You know, when you saving, they start taxing you on money. And then 1971 came around. President Nixon put the dollar the gold standard, and now they can print money out of fashion. Like, they printing it faster than you can save it. So people are, you know, they getting mad. They're like, there's no money out here. I'm doing just enough. Listen, people, you're killing each other out here. You're doing so much, and you're killing each other, like literally, and they're printing it. You're saving it, and they're printing it. The dollar, I mean, it loses value 95%. Our dollar right now today has lost 95% of its value. And you're steady saving it. You're steady killing people over it. They print $50 million with an hour or a day? I mean, at the end of the day, 24 hours, you printing $50 million? Are you serious right now? Like, it's shortage of money? No, it's no shortage of money. This is a lacking ability. There's people looking for a quick fix. They want stuff to happen right now. Right now, it's not going to happen in your time. You doing what you're doing right now, and still nothing ain't happening. So what I'm coming down to saying that, people, you have to step up. You have to start taking courage, start taking action, and towards creating something for yourself to fall back on. Stop depending, stop relying on these people. I don't know what it's going to take people to realize the economy, this world will punish you if you don't be prepared, if you don't understand, if you don't wake up. It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late, people. Somebody got to step up. Somebody got to step up. So what you want to do is you want to detach yourself in the program. All the myths, all the old different things that they tell you about, you know, you really want to detach yourself in the system. Because think about it like this, you need to figure out ways how to lower your taxes. That's the first thing you want to do. I mean, people right now, they're working hard for this money and not realizing. I was just sitting down like, man, like, it gotta be more than this. Like, it got to be more than this. And I just start reading books and start understanding stuff, what's going on, and start processing in my head. They said that pretty much, if the more you work, you make, the more they take. So if you're making $80,000, $100,000 a year, you're paying 28 to 33% taxes alone. So it's like the more you make, the more they're going to take. And then not only that, you get taxed when you save, you get taxed when you earn, and you get taxed when you retire. They give you retire off of 50%, what you've been struggling with your whole entire life. So if you're struggling off of 80,000, what is it going to look like for you to wait 40 years to touch it when you know inflation, hyperinflation is going down like crazy right now, over 3% a year. So you're waiting 40 years to get this money, demanding and betting on stocks, and that's something you have no control over. So you don't know if it's going to be there. The money might not even be there no more. So you're going to retire 40% what you struggle with your whole entire life now. Think about this. $40,000 you're left with. You know you was barely making with $80,000. Do you really think you're gonna live off $40,000? So that's why people right now are like 65 years old, 70 years old, they can't retire because they're not retired wealthy. You know, they gotta keep picking up another job, and that's what I don't like. I don't like to see people, I think if you work hard 40, 50 years, I think you definitely deserve to live the life you want. Like, you definitely deserve to retire. You paid your dues, you did your time. So I think that's not fair. When I had to really start being conscious and aware of, whoa, something don't make sense. Like, I see everybody doing this and they're not happy, they're struggling, people are barely making, they're not living the life they want, they just settling. I don't want that. I want to be wealthy. I want to be rich. I want to break the poverty generational cycle in my family. I mean, I have to be the one. So I'm thinking about it, like, if I don't do it, nobody gonna do it. Like, it's nobody gonna do it. I have to be. So people are so worried and they're so fearful about it, so scared, thinking about, you know what I'm saying, I'm scared about what if I don't be able to make it? Like, what if I'm not gonna be able to? I'm thinking about more of what's gonna happen if I don't make it. If I don't make it, dude, I don't want to live that life. I do not want to go through that life. I don't live there long enough. I've been in poverty all my life growing up. I mean, and I didn't even realize it. When the collapse happened in 2008, I didn't even know what was going on. We've been living in it. I didn't know nothing at all, but I always dreamed bigger than what my circumstances did. I always knew that what it's going to be like when I do make it one day. You know, I actually had dreams of going to NFL. I actually tried pursuing that and everything. I went to colleges and everything like that. But you know, I feel like God actually did everything for a reason. I feel like I was called to do what I'm doing right now. Like, I think it was me, because all the experience that I went through in life, it made me who I am today. I went through hell of a life story, and I'm not going to tell y'all this right now, but the more you keep following me, you'll definitely start to hear my story as I progress. So I want y'all to keep watching me from this video, a year now, and a year from that, and a year from that, and I want y'all to see my growth and see my life and see how many people I'm helping, because I'll tell you right now, people, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. So your opinion, you watching this, it don't even matter, because the last time I remember that somebody else's opinion don't pay my bills. That don't put food on the table. That don't help my family. So when I try to pay attention or listen to other people's advice or opinion, you got people listening to other people, they taking opinions of people that's in a situation they're trying to get out of. You're listening to people that they never been in your situation. Like, they never been in a situation, you're listening to them. It's like, so when you take people's opinions, you really gotta be careful with the consequences that come behind people's opinions. So what I'm saying is, I'm not telling you to just, do whatever I'm doing. What I'm saying, you need to choose a side. You really got to choose a side. Remember the coin I talk about? The past, the present, and the future. You want to stay in the past and start dictating where you want to choose. Do you want to go back to your life, or do you want to get out of the life? And make a decision. Just make a decision. All you got to do is decide that, listen, I'm not going to settle for that. I'm going to do more. And when you make that decision, man, start producing revenue. Start raising revenue. Stop being a communist and start being a capitalist. Start really getting up there, people. There's so many opportunities out here in this world. Like the Martin Luther King, the Malcolm X's, the Tupacs, everybody, the greats out there in the world, people, they're telling y'all, like, they're really telling y'all, they're giving y'all knowledge and game on what's going on in this world, but people failing to realize it. They're so focusing on, like, the unnecessary stuff. They're focusing on the big picture, what's going on, like where you want your life to go. You have to get more serious with your life, people. You have to get more serious with your life. If you don't create the life you want, you will get the life you don't want. And I'm telling you right now, people, you deserve way more than the situation you're in. You watching this, there's more in you than just doing what you're doing right now. There is. If you want to be a doctor, if you want to be whether you want to be a lawyer, it don't matter. Chase your dreams. God will reward you. He will reward your work for those who prosper, for those who grow up to life. Not for those people that just waking up, oh my God, here we going to work again. Oh man, I hate life. That is contagious just to hear that. Like, just to hear that, like, you have no meaning. You have no purpose. Why are you waking up in the morning? Like, you don't know why you even waking up. You don't even know why you're waking up. So what I'm saying to come to is, people, and I really want you to just start chasing your dreams. Start doing what you want to do. You know, and even if you don't know, if you don't know how to get to there, hey, people, like, I can help you. I have vehicles that really get you there. You know what I'm saying? Opportunities that will let you put you on your feet, vehicles that you can use to get you to your destination. I mean, you just gotta be open-minded. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be so. Now, I'm not calling you right now, but people that's become ignorant or arrogant to a situation, they start really rejecting stuff that they don't even know. They start rejecting great opportunities that come in and out their life. I mean, just think about it. How many opportunities you wasted? How many opportunities you let waste past your life as you live right now? However old you are, it don't matter, because age don't dictate. You don't need money to retire, people. I mean, you don't need age to retire. You don't need age to retire. You need money. So there's people right now that are 50 years old. I don't want to be 50, 30 years old, 60 years old looking for stability. I don't want to be that old still looking for stability. That was what my teens was for. That was what my 20s was for, to grind in my 20s. I'm not trying to still look for stability. I work hard in my 20s to live the life I want to live in my 40s and 50s. So what I'm doing is I want to look like I'm 20, but think like I'm 50. I want to be wiser. I want to think deeper into life, but I want to still look like I'm 24, 25. I want to still look sexy and built. I just want to live. I want to look good still, but I want to think like I'm 50. Think like I'm 50, but I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. And I'm letting y'all know the real deal. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, because I'm telling you right now, y'all need to wake up, baby. I'm trying to wake the U.S. up. I'm trying to wake the U.S. up, and I'm not going to stop at all. I don't care if I die tomorrow or next day. But I'm telling you right now, when you live life like it's no tomorrow, your life will have a different meaning. Your life will have a different meaning when you start living life on purpose. You start living life on like it's no tomorrow. You going all in. You only got these hours in front of you that God gave you breath to realize, that come in and wake up to see that next day. That's a gift, man. A lot of people just taking advantage of the opportunity to be able to live another day. They thinking like they're going to live 1,000 years. Like you're going to live 1,000 years. Bro, no, life don't give you what you want. Life give you what you deserve, what you work for, who you become, who you are. That's what life give you. So you know that you need to change your mindset. You know you need to check your belief system. You know you need to really check yourself. Look in the mirror and check yourself tonight and ask yourself, do you really want to win? Do you really want to win, people? That's what I'm coming to. So I'm not going to just talk to y'all all day and just, talk your head off. But I want you to realize that people that say, I need a job, they talk out of their fears. They're not really thinking for themselves. They talk out of their fears. So they're going to really be scared. The fear of not generating money caused that. It caused that fear, that scarcity. What will happen if I don't get a job? You need to think about it like this. What you don't know is hurting you. So the fact that job is not a bad thing, but that's the only thing. No, that's the only thing. That's all you brought up to know, and that's what's hurting you. You really need to start taking care of your future and start really focusing not so much on all these parties and planning for the parties, and start planning for your future. Literally, because life will punish you. You're going to pay the price now, or you're going to pay the price later. And if I was you, if I was younger, I'd pay the price now. If you older, hey, you still got time. You know what I'm saying? So you need to start really taking focus, start really taking action to really get into where you need to be, because you don't want to be 65 years old, run out of time and money. That's what I'm worried about. So I want to leave y'all with this. It said 90% of the richest people in the world, they read more. Just as amount as 90% of the poorest people watch TV. Now I want y'all to really hear it right now. They said 90% of the richest people in the world, they read more than 90% of the poorest person, how much they watch TV. That right there got to me. That right there got me. Listen, just look at the Warren Buffett, the Oprah Winfrey. Just look at these Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. And look at all these big time wealthy people. If those was your parents, I promise you, you would not be thinking the way you are today. I promise you. If those was your peoples, they was in your family, you would not be taking the way you is. So I want to leave this with y'all, man. I'm not trying to talk your head off. I just want to wake y'all up, baby, because y'all got more with y'all. Let's do this, baby. Hey, this is Greg, Mr. Banks Cumberson. Y'all follow me on YouTube.
Grinding way too long. I've been grinding, trying to put my partners on.
Hey, God bless. The choice is yours, baby.